the recipe, and I kept receipts. The smell it covers me. Mods only weed. I just chopped the tree. I didn't stop to breathe. I couldn't stop my greed. It hit me like I'm Creed. No, the game is like I cheat.
Hey, yo. This is the Good Drugs Podcast Pod Chat. This is episode 107. It's brought to you by Are You Woke Network, Gorilla Mafia Family, May 93 on the production, camera work, DMS on the boards, and mic set up. And we got my dog, motherfucking Blood, Ailey, in this bitch. I'm high, y'all. Don't just excuse me. And we got actually a family of the show, Baby, with us. You know, introduce yourself. Go ahead. Not really a guest, but fuck it. Go ahead.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, that's Baby. Yeah, dog. We here. Good drugs. And we are black in this bitch. And yeah, dog, we're just gonna dive into the motherfucking news. You know how we do this bitch. So, my fault. No, we're not. Get your blunt, get your bong, get your lighter, get your edibles, your hash, your wax, fucking shatter. Oh man, shatter. Get what else, bro? What else?
Why you said it like,
What
oh
niggas
man,
smoke?
shatter.
What they smoking out here?
I'm still all over shattered.
Whatever,
Right.
whatever, bro. Do your
For
thing.
real.
Roll it, light it, smoke it. Good drugs.
A good job.
I said, oh man, shatter.
Shatter.
I'm like, what, nigga? You been hitting the shatter hard.
No, I was just thinking about it. Like haven't had shatter.
It.
But anyways, dive into the motherfucking news. Governor Tate Reeves signs a law limiting teaching race lessons in classrooms because it's not worded right. Like how they worded it is like fucking stupid. But anyways, the governor's trying to not have race being taught in classrooms of Mississippi. So, and this has already been a thing in Florida also, but fuck it. The governor signed a bill Monday to limit how race can be taught and discussed in the classrooms, and it became a law immediately.
Like racism?
Race, like
History, like historical racist actions. Okay.
Contrary to what some critics may claim, this bill in no way, in no shape, and no form prohibits the teaching of history. Republican Reese said in a video posted on social media, any claim that this bill will somehow stop Mississippi kids from learning about American history is just flat out wrong. The short title of Senate Bill 2113 said it would prohibit critical race theory, but the main text of the legislation does not mention or define the theory. And many supporters of the bill also have said they cannot define it. The new law says no school, college, community college, or university could teach that any sex, race, ethnicity, what the fuck, bro? A religion or a national origin is inherently superior or inferior. The Republican-controlled House voted 75 to 43 to pass the bill March 3rd, after a 6-hour debate in which several black lawmakers gave impassioned speeches, opposition. They said the legislation could open an honest discussion about the harmful effects of racism because parents could complain if history lessons make white children uncomfortable. So that just goes to what you were saying about motherfucking the kids feeling uncomfortable. Like it shouldn't really matter because it should be taught because it's important to be taught whether they feel uncomfortable or not, basically.
Well,
at some point you said.
They can't, okay. I don't know. They can't, they trying to have it both ways because when was that ever being taught that any race was inferior or superior? That was never being taught to my knowledge. I never learned about that shit. My daughter never brought that shit back home to me.
I guess they're saying racism, teaching just racism as a whole is saying that without saying it. I think that's what they're saying.
I feel like they're trying to...
They're limiting the critical race theory curriculum.
But no one's learning that.
But they're preventing it from coming into the schools. That's what he's saying by passing the state legislation, that they're banning that being able to be taught in the state. However, on the federal level, it is supposed to be able to be taught, if that makes sense. Is that what the article said? Am I not?
Yeah, pretty much.
But that was like in the curriculum. No one was implementing that ever.
I understand what you're saying. But that's what the whole fucked up part about it is that because they're passing this ban, that they're trying to prevent it from being a topic of discussion as far as critical race theory in general by stating that that's a part of it, but in general they're trying to ban the actual teaching of it, if that makes any sense.
I don't think
Hi y'all.
I don't think you should be teaching. Well, that's not for kids in general though.
Yeah.
Like that is for like mature, like teens and 20-year-olds. Like that's not for kids anyway.
Yeah.
But the whole thing, like they're trying. It's like I feel like they always try to like solve a problem that's not even a problem. Like it's
create
nothing.
one, then
Yeah, it's nothing there
solve some
right
shit
now.
that they created. But
Like
it's not
racism is everywhere. It's in school, it's in workplaces, it's everywhere. It's in sports, politics, it's everywhere. Racism is everywhere. So
I haven't looked into critical race theory a lot as far as
it's a lot. Like
yeah, I haven't looked into what they're trying to teach into the curriculums, but I will say this. As many years as they've spent teaching us all the bad parts about our history, it would be nice to hear the good parts too. It would be nice to hear because they act like we've only been slaves. We've been very numerous. Black people have made numerous contributions to our culture, to society in general. Majority of the
American
things
history
that
without
are
Black history.
that's what I'm saying though. There's a lot of like even inventions, culture. There's so many layers to what we've contributed to America. But everybody, and I'm just speaking on how we came up. It would be nice to see, you know, a more well-rounded curriculum surrounding those type of topics because it is unfortunately it is a reality that we live in where that's still an issue even systemically in our society.
Yeah. I mean, teaching culture would be a thing. Honestly, like if they could teach culture, like which they don't. Like we teach about like places, but we don't actually teach culture or try to understand culture when there's kids from million different backgrounds in the same school. We never sit down and try to understand any culture, which is kind of crazy. But anybody else anything on that shit?
I gotta look more into that. I wish I had looked more into that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What
Critical.
they're trying to...
It's a lot of like, it's a lot of shit that critical race theory. It's not just racism, but
That's
it's
what I'm saying. But
that's a
what
big part of it. Though.
They're trying to prevent the true story being told of all the fucked up shit that did happen.
Because you tell like you say, if you tell like more shit, like more shit's gonna come out. Like it's gonna sound crazy. The more shit that comes out, and it's gonna be painted as a lot of these founding fathers won't be heroes and shit.
I mean, they're just doing that right now though. Like just them making laws and bills to prevent actual learning and
that's crazy though in its own though. Just prevent learning. That's wild.
I know, but when it gets looked back at in history, it's like, look, these people that y'all voted for and y'all put in these positions were just as shitty as the other people who was trying to tell y'all about, but you never got to find out. I feel like it's always 10 steps back with every, especially when it comes to like you're talking about kids in schools. Like I promise you, no school has ever made anyone racist. Like that shit comes from home. It starts at home. Yeah. So I just don't know what they're trying to do.
No, I do remember I was in a lot of like honors and AP, whatever, and we would have discussions on history, and the types of discussion we would have would be predominantly white surrounded. And if there was something that came up in our culture, you know, they would look to the 1 or 2 Black students for input. The reality is now they're trying to implement more of a well-rounded curriculum around not only just race relations or the history behind tensions or things like that, but also, like I said, those contributions, those other elements that are not often highlighted or wasn't highlighted. That's what's fucked up is that this is something kind of new and we haven't even been able to see the effects of it because of the limiting legislation they're already trying to pass.
Are you talking about critical race theory?
I'm just talking, in general, like any type of new curriculum. And you talk about Mississippi, who has a history of being one of the people who don't really agree with a lot of the forward. How do I put this?
All right.
What we're thinking, like just the new type of legislation that does make it more equal for people, because Mississippi has a deep history of racism, a deep history, and I don't like, again, I don't know enough about the situation to really get into it.
I guess one of the sums of like critical race theory would be Critical race theory is an academic framework that examines how racism has shaped public policy and institutions such as the legal system and how
But that
those
is
have
important.
perpetuated the dominance of white people in society.
But that's
So
important.
that's like a basis, one of the
We learned
base-
about, we called it colonization.
Yeah,
But I
we
would
learned about
love
it. It was
to.
something different.
It was something different. It was put in a positive light, it was
Yeah,
just the exploration
that's what I'm-
time.
that's what I'm saying.
It
They
was
were
a great
heroes.
time in
They were
history with a lot
heroes,
of
and these guys were like,
these people were
"Ah,"
discovering
yeah.
things, but the reality is there was people who were fell victim to those changes. You know what I'm saying? I love America because I have the ability to say what I want. You know what I mean? But for us to be able to be here and do a lot of this, it was a lot of fucked up shit that happened. It's a lot of fucked up shit that's still going on. For it to be able to stay on its own too, if that make any sense.
No, it makes
So if you start in the schools and you start re-educating people, then it doesn't shift. The narrative shifts. You know what I'm saying? And people start seeing things in a different light. And I think more than anything, places like Mississippi, and I don't know enough about the situation, but places like Mississippi, they're always gonna be that pushback, if that makes any sense, until it's a time where it's normalized and they're not that pushback. If that does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I hope
Makes
so.
sense.
It's not just Mississippi. It's all.
Yeah,
It's like
that's why
anything
yeah.
Republican.
Yeah,
based,
that's
it
why.
really-
Yeah, I guess that's
It's
why
like-
I'm making it a story.
It's
I ain't
happening
even
in
gonna put
Florida.
it
It's
on.
everywhere,
I'm not
really.
even gonna put it on the party. I put it on the person.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
it's
I mean
everywhere.
that
It's,
that person is that party, fam. Me and Dot had the same thing about Trump. It's like this is the people that they appoint,
Yeah.
and like these people that they continue to vote into office. So it's like, yeah, they share the same sentiment. So
And moving on. A mother says her son was sold by students in a mock slave auction.
No way.
Hey man, let me read. Let me
that.
read.
no way, I don't believe this.
Oh hell no.
School district votes unanimously on action plan. North Carolina School Board voted unanimously Monday to approve an action plan after reported racial bullying in the district, including a student-organized mock auction of Black students. A group of parents and community members had called on the the county school district to make changes after several reported racial bullying instances at schools in the district. In a Facebook post March 4th, Ashley Palmer said her Black son had told her that some of his classmates were sold in a mock slave auction at J.S. Waters School, which serves K through 8. Our son experienced a slave auction by his classmates, and when he opened up, we were made aware that this type of stuff seems to be the norm so much that he didn't think it was worth sharing. His friend went for $350, and another student was the slave master because he knew how to handle them, Palmer wrote in her post. She said that the students also sang the N-word in a later post. Palmer said that the students involved in the auction received a 1-day suspension and alleges her son was assaulted by a classmate and has faced continuous harassment at the school since the reported incident. CNN was unable to reach Palmer for additional information. During the public comment at the county school board meeting Monday, several students, parents, and community members spoke to the board about their experiences and racism concerns over the incident. One mother who said her son was one of the children allegedly sold in the mock slave auction told the board about the conversation she had with him after hearing it from another parent about what happened. So, yeah. This happened. What y'all think?
Yeah, that's why it's important to keep Black history and all types of history out of to the schools so we can, continue the good American way. And
It's pretty sick.
let little kids be racist.
How does that even happen? Like,
It's crazy. I don't want to teach. Oh man, yeah, that's
fuck?
nuts. That's nuts.
Do y'all think if critical race theory was taught in that school that would have happened?
I can't even fathom them ever allowing that to happen.
Some type of history is getting tied, obviously.
All I'm saying is,
Niggas getting sold.
first of all, that's a very fucked up situation,
wild.
and I hope that young
K
man,
through
young
8,
woman,
bruh.
whoever.
I know,
Not
and
even high
like,
It's
school.
all right.
We talking about elementary.
first of all,
middle
Well, I
school.
hope the student, whoever it was, is okay. Whoever was involved, as
you
far
couldn't
as
teach your child that like no one calls
experiencing
you
that type of that's crazy.
You didn't teach
That's
your kids
like-
that.
They sang the N-word.
No one calls you that, fam.
Fuck.
My
That's
kids was
wild.
mixed, but you still, no one calls you that. No one calls you that. Straight up.
I just don't know how it gets that far, though. Like,
And what happened to the teacher in all this? The kids got suspended. Why the teacher wasn't fucking fired?
I'm just trying to figure out how. I guess I would want to know how everything went down, how everything happened, how was that even being made possible to be set up. The school need to be looked into if that's the type of shit that is going on, because obviously there's a lack of supervision. But I really hope that the kids involved are good.
We're gonna send some white people to look at white people.
That can really. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Kind of how the police investigate the police. We're gonna send some white people to look at these other white people and tell y'all these white people fine. It was an isolated incident.
Pretty much.
It's an isolated incident. It'll never happen again. It's fine. Yeah.
That's crazy.
See, this why God didn't give me no kids yet, because he already knew I would have been fucking shit up. Whole school would got burnt down fucking with a bitch like me. Left out of that bitch, I swear to God.
Just bringing it to light, man.
Let my niece come and tell what? They did what? I be ready to go to the school when she be like, TT, somebody said something about my hair. I said, who said something about what? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Let her alone tell me that there's this type of shit going on. The whole school coming down. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly. Well, I know we got the cameras going. Allegedly.
Well, shifting gears here. Governor Ron DeSantis signs financial literacy bill to support Florida students. I know we have a lot of different mixed emotions with this guy,
Yeah,
but
fuck that guy.
I'm just gonna go ahead and read what's going
let
on
me hear
currently.
this
What's
first.
going on here? Governor Ron DeSantis signed Senate Bill 1054, titled the Dorothy L. Huckkill Financial Literacy Act. I gotta look into that name right there. Which will require high school students to take a financial literacy course to receive a standard high school diploma. The legislation will officially become a graduation requirement for students who enter high school in 2023-2024 school year and will not affect students currently enrolled in high school. Financial literacy is an important life skill for students to have, said Governor Ron DeSantis, ensuring our students have the skills to manage their finances and perhaps one day own a business will pay dividends for our state. I am proud to sign this bill to support the future of Florida students and ultimately their families and communities. Students will be required to earn 1/2 credit in personal financial literacy and money management, including instruction on types of bank accounts, credit scores, taxes, and managing debt. Due to the economic challenges currently facing the nation, SB 1054 will help prepare students by providing them with the knowledge to achieve financial stability and independence. Boom. Are we impressed?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't fuck with him. But I think the class is a good look. I don't fuck with Buddy, but okay. That's all I got to say about that. I'm sorry.
Oh
up,
my
Lee?
gosh, man.
You gonna give bro his props, so we just
Yeah, bro. Good job. You did something right. You still a piece of shit though. That shit don't change my opinion. Like, cause he'll sign this, but then he'll do some other fuck shit tomorrow. So like, good job. But you're literally a piece of shit.
that's the politician life, man.
No, it's not, man.
That's
No,
a
it's
good
not.
program. And I
Real,
hope
bro.
He can do some
hope
great
the kids
shit.
involved do well.
Fuck you.
But that's
help
helpful
you,
for everybody
fuck you.
right there, right? That is
Politician,
helpful
man.
for everybody. Like, that is a great thing. But you're still a dumb fuck and you do some dumb shit, bro, and I don't understand it.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't understand it. You could make Florida like super duper dope, but instead you want to like keep it teeting on the fence of fucking retarded. So I don't understand it, bro.
I just want to say that it's cool, but as long as they don't have the course like super extra, extremely hard or
Nah,
some
fuck that.
shit,
Make
bro.
that
Niggas
shit
can't
super
pass
extra.
it, and
Well,
niggas ain't graduating because they ain't passing.
it shouldn't be like
motherfucking
that
financial
though.
literacy class.
It shouldn't be like
That's all-
that.
that's all.
Yes, it should be challenging.
Like the FCAT or some shit.
Because like the
you feel me?
fucking the world's
niggas
challenging.
weren't graduating when I was in high school because motherfucking FCAT.
That was crazy.
That was wild,
That was
bro.
crazy to me,
So I hope
bro.
it's not
I
like
did
another
good on the
thing like that.
FCAT.
I was faded on the FCAT.
I always
I
did
did
so
good,
good.
but I'm just saying I know niggas.
I got like 4s
I know
and
niggas
5s.
who, you feel me, had to.
All the time.
I ain't passed the FCAT, so nigga couldn't walk, bro. Like on some real fuck shit. Like
I've
niggas
never
really
knew that
Went to,
or heard of that.
Bruh. Like really waited the whole next school year to take that damn FCAT, bro. On some fuck shit. Bruh.
That's so stupid.
Like, it is what it is.
Fucking
Bruh.
FCAT.
But yeah, that's the news. You know, got anything else?
Nah.
Fuck that nigga. It
I
is what
did
it is.
good.
Nah, good
FCAT.
job, dog, but you still suck.
All right, good drugs. And we are black in this bitch. So yeah, we gonna dive into motherfucking topics, dog. Not really gonna talk about like situation that happened, but just a situation that happened. Had another conversation, me and you, talking about the situation that happened, which was
Oh,
which was
okay.
what
I was about
which
to
is
say,
what I
the
wrote.
fuck?
Social media, the social media influence is what we talking about. That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're in a time where social media is big, like huge. It's not a. It can be, but it's not really like a bad or a good thing that is so big and so influential. Say the word. What's the word? There we go. Influential. Influence. The influence is big. It's. But yeah. But at the same time, we're able to like it becomes a distraction now that it's so big and like it can be like certain narratives or certain things can be plastered across social media where it's not used for the real issues or the real shit that's going on or things that like real life shit that we worry about. It's almost used for like an escape away from the real life shit that we go through. So yeah, me and A-Leach was just having a talk and I know you'll probably chime in too about just the social media influence and how it's just able to stare narratives like that are ultimately false about certain shit. That's just like that's not true, but since social media says it's true, it's true. Or yeah, bro, just get into our lives and shit, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro?
I,
Talk with me, bro.
no, I guess that's just for people who are really on there and like
But that's the thing. Like a lot of people are on there.
I understand that. But I guess that goes to them because like they're the people who put their lives on there and shit like that. But like you said, like you couldn't really classify it as a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing, but like it could be used very well as far as marketing goes, as getting yourself out there, making connections, shit like that. But then it come or connecting with family and shit like that. But then it comes to point in time where it's like just a whole shit load of dumb shit, bro. Like we was just talking about the TikTok dances and shit like that. I was like, fam,
Or the crate walks.
yeah, like that shit right there is just a bunch. I mean, at the same time, I'm 29. I'm kind of and like I'm a dad. I'm kind of like boring and old and shit. So, like I don't know. That shit just might not be for me. But I think that shit takes over. Like it takes over niggas' minds, bro. Yeah, bro, super boring, bro. But like that shit take over niggas' minds and like it warps, like you said, bro, it warps people's reality of like what's really going on.
Like the social engineering through social media is like a big key. Like, and I don't think that, and that was the thing. Like, I don't think that the people really understand that the people control really social media. Like when we're almost like reverse where we're almost being controlled by the social media. But if we don't post anything, we don't put anything on there, we don't like put certain shit on there, certain like the algorithms and shit aren't gonna be what they are. But like this shit's encouraged to do like more like stupid shit
Yeah.
versus purposeful shit.
That's because like that stupid shit gets you views, gets you likes, it gets you what you want,
Yeah.
which is attention.
Yeah.
And it's hard for people who are like actually trying to use it for like you probably know a bunch of local artists who are like probably like super dope, whether they're doing music, acting, or like art, but they get outshined by like the dumb shit that goes on, like
Yeah.
the stupid challenges that goes on,
Yeah.
like pranks and shit like that. They get outshined by that. They'll never get seen, and like that's it's kind of like a continuous cycle because you remember like fucking at first it was Urban Chat. And then it was MySpace.
Yeah, the guinea
And then-
pig era.
We
Yeah,
was
and
the
then-
guinea pigs, yeah. We were the
Facebook.
test subjects.
And then Twitter. And then
So boom.
Instagram. And then it was like, it's just...
It's just
It just became more accessible too.
so
Like,
social
Yeah.
media, right?
Talk to me.
Social. We're gonna break it down.
Talk
Do
to
a
me.
dot talk real quick. Y'all ready? Social media, okay? So social, like interactive.
yes.
It's and to be real, social media is broad because it incorporates a wide aspect of things, right? So you have entertainment, you have news, because there are news outlets, legit news outlets. You have the ability to market yourself. It is a beneficial
Networking.
thing for sales. you have a business, it's a really good way to reach internationally. It gives artists the ability to reach people who they wouldn't be able to reach if they didn't have the means. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, I can reach people in Colombia. I can reach people in Germany. I can reach people in all these different places because of social media. So there's a benefit to the mass communication aspect. The reason we have things like challenges is all distraction. If we got too much time on our hands, think about during the pandemic, how many challenges was coming out. We got so much time on our hands, you have too much time to think. This is all a part of, and you can't get sucked into it. People do use it as an escape, but it's a distraction. And I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but the reality is the government knows the power of social media. That's why they have a whole lawsuit with Facebook. Like, there's personal information. There is the security aspect. There's all types of layers to that shit.
That's the crazy part. I just remember when like there was a time like MySpace era, Urban Chat era, where like niggas just wasn't talking to certain people on the internet because we didn't know them.
But I wouldn't blame
because
social media because people get wrapped in it. Because before social media, there was other things. People who have a natural, like, I wouldn't say subjective personality, but people who are naturally influenced by other people, and a lot of people are. They don't want to admit they are, but a lot of people are.
We all are.
I wouldn't say we all are, because there are some people I feel like who pave their own way. Those are lane makers. Those are the people who make those big steps that people gravitate after.
I'm just saying we all are in the sense of like, there's nothing that any of us are gonna do that hasn't been done before.
That's not true.
That is kind of true.
Social media is a whole thing that hasn't been done before. That's a prime example.
No, I'm saying on social media.
But do you remember when Urban Chat, people weren't selling shit on Urban Chat? When Facebook first started, it was for college students to connect with each other. All of these things have grown to a point where it's already been pioneered. So now the next step is to make it more interactive. So that's why you have things like the metaverse. You have things like virtual reality. They want people more involved because a lot of people do spend a lot of time on social media. And I think now it also gives people the ability to like connect with people. Like if you think about it, you know where I worked at, what I did. So for me, I have a whole nother outlook. There's a lot of people who depend on it to talk to people, not just like family, but just people in general. Like some people, that's their only form of communication with other people.
That's horrible.
And a lot of time, but before they had nobody to talk to. And I feel like that's when you had times where there was like a higher suicide rate. You think about like the early 2000s when after 9/11 shit started getting weird or whatever. Not into conspiracies, but this might be a conspiracy. Stay tuned. You know what I mean? But shit started getting weird. So then here comes this mass distraction, the internet. Internet start popping off. AOL. People start chatting, talking, whoop, 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 whoop. All this crazy shit. And now with these other pioneer lanes, there's like I said, the security aspect. There's all types of shit. You had like stalkers and shit coming on AOL, kidnapping motherfuckers and shit. Same shit with human trafficking. Same thing. There's always going to be people who are going to find a way to exploit something new. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's layers to that shit, dog. That's crazy. And this shit ain't even been around very long.
So in a whole, it's still not, I don't know. I guess it's not, I don't know. It's still like... Because it's more used for bad though. We can probably agree on that.
Any tool has the ability to be used for bad.
Or like in a negative.
I could take this microphone right now. I could pop somebody across the net with it. I might do some damage.
Or just low vibration, or like it's just what it's like more
that evil
on.
Out there, dog. You don't understand? Does that make sense?
Does make sense.
Yeah.
You got anything on that shit? You just think it's still bad?
Yeah.
I see what he's saying though, because there's people who seek attention on it. I understand what you mean.
It's like some people make it seem like pointless. That's all. Yeah. Like I know for a fact there's some good people out there using that shit for what it's meant to be for. Yeah. And who am I to tell you what to do with your internet? I'm just saying some of you motherfuckers be on there looking stupid and doing stupid shit, and I will never understand.
There are people who are caught up in the views though. I don't disagree with you, because that'd be crazy.
I mean, ultimately, social media, like, it is for attention. Like just being real about it, real overall, like whether you're a person who wants attention or whatever, like that doesn't matter.
I think it's
social media in a whole,
interaction.
no, it's for attention.
I think it's a digital world. People are tuned in. Oh no.
Make money with social media unless you have attention.
Yeah,
Right,
like,
yeah, no,
exactly. So it's
that's
for
what I
it's ultimately
understand.
for attention.
But there's also
exactly.
people who-
So it's not. So I'm not saying like in a bad sense. It's for
Yeah.
attention. I'm just saying like overall, it's for attention. Like that's what it's
I think
for.
it's for interaction.
Like if you're
People
on
need-
there, if you're on social media, like you're probably you want some type of attention because you're doing something.
I feel like I sound.
Interaction.
Especially if you're doing something.
But you know, like they talk about how, like, you know, in school, you know me, I'm a nerd. In school, they talk about, you know, the needs, like the pyramid of hierarchy of needs, right? And I don't want to call it social interaction, but there's a part that talks about like affirmations or something like that from the people around you. It's like some people need that social interaction to stay sane, to know that they're not like just imagine not being able to talk to nobody, and then finally here's this tool you can reach out to people who are just like you.
It's attention though.
That shit.
attention.
Yeah.
That's attention though. That's what I'm saying. That's still attention. That's
Your way is,
still
like more right.
Wow, no, I mean, I feel like so.
and
so
that's
how
why
would
I'm
you
saying
feel
I'm
if you
not
couldn't
using
talk
it
to
in a
your
bad
people?
or that's why I'm saying I'm not using it in a bad. It's not a bad
Yeah.
or a good thing because it's
Yeah.
just for. But that's what it's for. Like
It's attention.
that's what it's used for. Like I'm an artist myself. We have a podcast. Like I post it on social media because I want people to fucking see it. Like it's not a good or a bad thing. That's just what it is. That's what the tool is for. So I'm using what the tool
But
is
what if
for.
I don't go on there wanting to blow up? What if I just go on there wanting to look at other people? It's people who do that too. Don't post nothing, follow a whole bunch of
They're not
people.
looking for attention.
They're just, but that's what I'm saying. They're just on there. They're trying to I'm telling you, it's just like, I feel like it's literally just a tool. It's a tool. And
I'm
like I
saying if
said,
you're on there posting stuff. If you're just on there because
It's
you're just looking
layered,
at
bro.
stuff, maybe you're
that's what I'm
bored.
saying.
Yeah,
You're just
yeah.
like, maybe you're bored.
And at
you
that
want
point,
something-
that's not really
like, that's
interaction.
like
If
watching
you just
TV.
go follow somebody, you just like
Yeah.
you will never send nothing, make a comment, do none of
Yeah.
that shit. You just like,
And
yeah.
it's almost like watching TV, bro. Like you just turn it on from time to time. You turn it off. You don't really say nothing to the TV. You don't
I
comment on
do.
nothing.
I'm like,
You
God
just-
damn, that was stupid.
just
Boy, what
watch
the
it.
fuck you was doing?
I don't know. I think
No, Franklin.
I think it's made it easier. I think it just made it easier for people to reach people that's like them. I'm not even gonna say it's for like an audience view. It's literally like an interaction thing. Cause
Both right.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's layers to it.
Oh well, yeah,
It's
there's
just
no wrong
layers
answer.
to it.
There's no wrong
It's
answer.
just how you see
Yeah,
it.
it's how you see it. There's no
Yeah.
wrong
Because everybody in
answer.
this bitch got internet, but everybody use that bitch in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
To be
Yeah.
honest, none of us have it figured out yet.
Yeah, well, it's still new.
But
Yeah,
like,
I
it's
guess it depends on what
literally-
you're trying to figure out.
If you
though.
think about our lifetime, we've literally
That's what
witnessed.
she was getting at.
We've literally witnessed the birth of this whole thing, this whole new aspect.
Yeah,
And
with the guinea pigs.
they're taking it virtually. Like that's just imagine it's gonna be people who have like those headsets who they is not leaving their house no more, y'all. They is on the metaverse.
We are.
They selling chicken wings on the metaverse, y'all.
For real.
You're not even paying for like
Said she got raped on there. Like, did y'all see that?
That's crazy.
well, that shit was happening. That shit was happening before the metaverse, though.
it's weird. It's weird people though.
I understand, but I'm just saying, like, people were already.
Was suing.
Yeah, I know, but people were just like, fam, we can't do nothing for you. Honestly, it's a video game.
Did y'all remember?
We can't help you
y'all
with this video
remember-
game rape. I'm
Do
sorry.
y'all remember? I don't know if y'all did these. When I was a kid, I went to Boys and Girls Club, and we used to do these little online little class thingies. And we had one where they talked about cybersecurity, and it was a whole little semester we was working on this shit. And they was talking about don't talk to strangers, even on the internet. You know what I mean? I think they was trying to warn us of what was to come. Because I remember they dedicated. I had a technical class and everything coming up. Nobody else, just me.
Probably.
Stay woke,
There
y'all.
was so many
The good drugs.
people not aware of the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the creeps that was on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would, I mean, I was young with a fucking computer in my
Yeah.
room and, you know, completely shut out and on
Yeah.
urban chat. You got
Yeah.
creeps.
Yeah.
On Yahoo Mail
Yeah.
was real, you know.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit was
exposed
crazy.
that with the Chris Hansen shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man, social media though is
They tried to warn us.
it's not like a good or a bad, I guess. But it is
Whatever you make it.
it's
There you
whatever you
go.
make it. But at the same
There
time,
you
I
go.
guess it's a
It's a tool.
That's the problem. People think it is life. That's just
Yeah.
not real, guys.
yeah, it's not.
It
It's
ain't
not real. Yeah, it's not
That's
real.
just not
bruh.
real.
And stuff
Like,
They about to have a whole metaverse. Y'all got him fucked up. You finna be able to go to Wingstop.
But that's the issue though. But and that but see that I
People is really
think that's
gonna
your
be
I think that's
paying for
Ailey's
chicken
issue
wings.
with the whole social media is that you
Fake
get so
chicken
sucked into it that becomes your reality and shit like the metaverse is a thing now, bro, where like that's a thing now. Yeah, and that's crazy to even think about. Like niggas selling shit, or somebody can get
People is gonna be paying
sexually
for
assaulted
fake
on
chicken wings. They not even you don't
a
get
place
no
you're not even
voucher.
at. Like you're not even there.
You don't even get to go to
Like
Wingstop for
fuck,
real.
bro. Like, and I mean, and it's almost the same thing as
How you
like
gonna
all
even know
social
if it's
media,
really
bro.
lemon
Where you,
pepper?
if you post
How you
some
gonna know?
shit,
You gonna
or
be
if you look
like-
at some shit, you're not there,
It
bro.
look
Like it's
like
not
it.
really. It's perception, bro. Like dictating reality when it's not. Whatever, bro.
I think it is gonna it's gonna make it easier for people to stay in touch because you have a lot of families and stuff who like move like spaced out. You know what I'm saying?
Cell phones, Duo,
Yeah.
FaceTime,
I mean,
Right.
like Skype, like Phil.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It helps. Like there's
I was
some.
looking for attention. 'Cause I was
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
You just looking for interaction. You looking for keeping up with the people that you. If people
I mean,
use it for
there's-
different. It's a tool, y'all. It's a tool. I figured it out. It's a fucking tool. I said what I said. Good
there's
drugs.
those pros, but there's those same pros that you can find in like your everyday shit that you use, like you're saying your regular cell
real
phone and shit.
Yeah.
But it's what it
And
is.
then even
though.
that shit's not necessarily, social media. Those
Yeah.
are literally like video apps. Like
Yeah.
this is for this and that right there. But yeah,
It is what it is, though.
really though, no one fucking cares, man. We ain't even see this how you know no one cares. We ain't even really talk about the shit. We really just talked about like how much motherfuckers don't really give a fuck about nothing like but attention.
That's what it's for, though, bro. Like attention, whatever. Good drugs. Yo. We are black in this bitch. So yeah, dog. I have posted a repost on motherfucking Facebook about because there's been a posed question or a surge of new animation being put into the works, and they're creating a lot of different homosexual cartoons and putting those scenes in cartoons. And so a parent, I believe it was a parent, posed the question, can we stop putting gay scenes in cartoons? And so here we are. You have a parent here. I'm pretty sure you don't let your daughter watch that type of shit. But how do you feel about that type of shit? We have other parents here too, though. How do you feel about that type of shit?
Yeah, we do. Honestly, I feel like that's like parent thing, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want your kid to watch it, don't let them watch it. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for other parents, but that's how I would go about it. If you don't want your kids to watch, because like people who want to, like, people who say that, like, hey, can we not put gay cartoons or stuff like that? Like, hey, can you not let your kid watch it? Like, tell a nigga cut that shit off, change the channel, watch something different. But yeah, I think that's how I go about it, man. It's a parent thing. Like, because like, what if like it is gay parents and they want their kids to watch gay cartoons?
All right. How do you feel about, so there was also a situation where a teacher, he was mad because they were saying like, don't discuss your sexual preference in school.
Yeah,
with
why
your
are you?
kids.
Yeah, why are you? You're a teacher.
And he was mad because he was saying like, he can't say, oh, I was with my partner this weekend doing such and such, because the kids ask, what's a partner? He would have to explain that. And he saying
So
that
is
they
that for
won't let him.
everybody? So they telling the people who talk about their husbands when they married it's a wife. Is it for everybody? Do they do it the same way?
I think
Is it not to be discussed in general? Because if that's the case, then that's fine. That's how y'all feel about it. It shouldn't be discussed in general. My problem is it shouldn't be a topic of discussion. As far as, I'm not a parent. Okay, let me backtrack. Let me start by saying I am not a parent, but I'm an aunt. I got little sisters that's 10 years younger than me, so I kind of feel like they're my own. They're not. Did not have them. Cannot say that I raised them. Did not send a single dime, right? You know what I'm saying? Did not put in as much time as their mother. However, it is a personal in your household thing, but I think as normalized as normal relationships or heterosexual relationships are, every now and then, if they're choosing to showcase for people to feel inclusive, it shouldn't be a problem. Because for so long, that wasn't a thing. So I feel like the reality is that's an everyday thing. There's people who really have homosexual parents. I have a friend who was raised by 2 moms. Great woman. Master's degree in psychology. She just had a baby. Awesome. Parents, super awesome. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to say? And again, it is a personal thing. If that's your business, it's America. Land of the brave, the free, whatever the fuck they be talking about. That bullshit up. But who am I to tell somebody they can't show somebody that looks like them on television? Because they used to tell my people that. You see what I'm saying? And it's a different struggle, but in a sense,
Totally
there's a
different struggle.
different struggle. No, different struggle.
not even a
But
thing.
there's a correlation in a sense of who am I to tell you can't be represented the same way I am.
I think the more issue is the influence on the kids' minds and how the kids.
But what influence
because,
is it?
I mean,
Because if you're shown homosexual or heterosexual relationships, and again, if that's the reality of the world, if your kids can be around and your kids can, and again, it is your household, because I came from a very conservative household, but my beliefs are very different. I believe if people are every day just living their lives, and this is a part of the reality of the world we live in, and your kids are gonna meet people like this, and these are people that may be in your own family. That I feel like it's ridiculous to feel some type of way because they're represented. You know what I mean? Because there's kids who watch them same cartoons who want to be able to say, okay, I relate to this household. You know what I'm saying?
That just goes back to
It's a personal thing. It is personal.
Choice.
It is parents' choice.
But well, yeah, that's really the whole thing. But as far as the influence goes, it's like I hate because anything I say is gonna sound fucking crazy or wrong.
Oh, I'm gonna say it.
No,
But it's
go
just
ahead.
like that's how that shit has always been. You know what I'm saying? It's always been fucking Superman saving Lois Lane. You know what I'm saying? It's always been Batman saving Catwoman.
It's been a lot of things in America that's been fucked up. I'm not gonna say fucked up.
That's not fucked up, though.
I'm not gonna say fucked up, but what I'm saying that there's a lot of things in America that have been normalized, and people have an issue with something that shouldn't be an issue. There shouldn't be an issue if there's same-sex households who have children who watch these cartoons. They should be able to relate, just as I am be able to relate to every cartoon out there because there's a mom and a dad.
No one's saying they can't though.
But that's what I'm saying. That's who it's for. So if you have
I don't think so, though.
choice, I do
I don't think so, though.
I do though, and I think think about the history of our country in general, as far as our culture, especially our culture. When have you ever seen or even been shown homosexual relationships normalized?
Because it's never been normal.
And that's a personal thing, if you feel like it's normal or not. But what
I don't want to sound like that person, but it's not normal. Like, like just being honest, bro. Like,
I'm gonna disagree.
Like,
with you.
it's really not. Like, it's not even
I'm gonna disagree with you wholeheartedly. Disagree with you wholeheartedly.
It's not a disagree or we don't agree on it. It's just a thing, bro. Like, let's be honest here, guys. Let's be honest here, bro. Me and A-Lee cannot reproduce, bro.
All I'm saying is, if you feel like
if it's not natural, it's not normal. But we're allowed to have opinions on whatever you want to have opinions on. And I think that's more of the issue when parents look at it, because parents are looking at it from a whole different standpoint of the reality of what the facts is.
The reality of the
that's
fact
the
is,
facts, though.
One of their
That's
kids
just the
could
facts.
come out the closet to them, and then what?
That's fine.
So what's the problem with them being represented? That's what I don't understand. This is my problem. People say these things aren't natural, but you're willing to accept people as they are. So if you accept people as they are, accept the fact that this isn't something that
That doesn't mean it's not natural.
That's a
we don't,
again.
or,
That's
or
a
we're
personal.
not accepting them
That's
as
a
they
personal.
are.
That's a
That
personal.
just means
That's a personal opinion.
it's not.
That's a
natural.
personal opinion.
It's not normal.
That's a personal opinion. That's a personal opinion.
It's not, though.
It's a personal opinion.
It's really not.
It's a personal opinion.
Are you saying that it's not natural through the fact that you can't reproduce?
Exactly. It's not natural. That's not an opinion. That's a fact.
I'm saying it's natural in the fact that people have the free will to choose who they want to love,
Yes, that's-
regardless.
yeah,
okay,
that's
so
not
if you
the
believe-
debate.
that.
So if you
That's not
believe
not the
that,
debate.
That's not
That's
the
not
argument.
so
the
if you
debate at all.
believe that,
That's
if
not
you
the
believe
argument.
wholeheartedly that people should be able to love who they love, who are you to tell them that they shouldn't be represented? Or being their kids have the ability to be represented.
No,
on
no
television.
one said that.
But that's what I'm saying is to insinuate that there should be, what I'm saying is there shouldn't be an issue. That's my whole point, is there shouldn't be a problem with people being able to be represented in these cartoons so their children can see families like their family. That shouldn't be a problem. If you believe people can love who they love, it shouldn't be an issue.
Well, no, because it's like because like some people might not let their kids watch like the Boondocks.
But that's what I'm saying. It's definitely a personal preference as far as what you let your
South
children
Park.
watch.
Oh yeah, or South Park. Yeah,
Right. That's all a personal preference what you let your children watch. But I feel like you shouldn't have an issue, or you shouldn't feel like people shouldn't be, because the whole post said, "Can we stop showing this?" No.
But
Why
see,
would we stop representing people who are in our
Because-
daily lives? Like, why would we do that?
because I feel like right there, like I think parents would want to be the people to explain like that type of thing to their kids.
That's fine. I understand that aspect as well, as far as having that conversation
Versus the kids seeing
with
it
their
and being
children.
like, "Oh, what is that?" No, the
But it
parent
could
wants
be
to.
a conversation starter as well with kids.
But what if that's not what I wanted it though?
And you can even explain to your child that this is not the time to have this conversation. But again, it's parenting styles. Maybe you're not comfortable sitting. I'm not a parent. I'm a child. I'm coming from a child's perspective. I'm childish as hell. I'm a child. I'm speaking from a child's perspective. My parents, I really didn't have this conversation with them. It's kind of established. We accept all people in my household. Even coming from a conservative household, my father, being a Christian man, says what he says, but has never disrespected. He would never, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't talk down on nobody. And he's a very respectful person as far as people's choices on their orientation and how they choose to live their life. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he would, whatever he chose to show us or not show us, it was never established in our household that was completely like out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? If one of my siblings decided they wanted to come out the closet to somebody or something like that, it wouldn't be a big hoorah, if that make any sense. Even being conservative. So I don't think it should be a problem to be, like I said, those families being shown.
It's the parents' choice, man.
It is parents' choice.
If you don't want your kids watching it, don't. If you don't,
Then
mind
don't
it,
watch
then
it.
go for it.
But if you want them to show your people, y'all hold it down. I seen the Proud Family. Y'all seen the new Proud Family? I love the new Proud Family. Shirley
Don't
do.
love the new Proud Family.
Love it.
Hate it.
Loved it. The good drugs.
But yeah, y'all got anything else?
No, not really, dog.
Should be, shouldn't be. They're gonna show the shit. It's just interesting to hear parents.
But see, and like,
the majority of the parents on my post actually were saying like they didn't want it shown in like their kids and the cartoons, like specifically cartoons. They didn't want it showed like in cartoons at all. Like, no.
So they shouldn't show no relationship.
but they're
barely show affection with.
But
because
that's what I'm saying.
because they were putting homosexual scenes in the cartoon movie. So they were saying like, no, we don't want to see two women kissing or two
What do you
men
mean,
kissing.
like the scenes?
Like two men kissing, two women kissing, like those scenes in cartoon movies.
But there's cartoons who show. Okay, so the Proud Family, Trudy and Oscar showed kisses all the time. It wasn't a problem.
Back to what I said, that's normal.
They did though. There was like 1 or 2 episodes where he at least on the cheek. I remember. I do. Yeah.
well,
And that's normal.
Fam.
Back to what I said, that's normal. That's natural. That's normal.
fam, gay people have representation on like adult cartoons. Where like, so I don't really see. Like there are adult cartoons with gay people all in them.
So if y'all have, and I'm not saying if you have like people that are in real life,
I'm just saying that they're
who have
being
this
represented though.
lifestyle, how do you explain it to the kids then? If that's the case,
Explain
because
what?
if it's on the cartoon, what I'm saying is me personally, I know children who have interactions with those with families who are same sex families, right? And it's normal. It's normalized. This is my aunt. This is my aunt. You know what I'm saying? It's not a question of it. So if that sort of thing is going on in the household, I don't think it's going to be an issue to it's shown on a cartoon.
I think either way it go, I wouldn't want it. cartoons in general of affection.
Affection in general. I understand that. I understand that
Kids,
completely.
I wouldn't even want a man and woman kissing in it. You know what I mean?
No, I understand
And
completely.
My 2-year-old sister's watching that. No.
I get that.
Yeah, whatever, man. It is what it is, dog.
Yeah.
Got anything else? Nothing
that.
else? We good. Yeah, dog. This was the Good Drugs episode. What was this? 107.
Oh, we're ending here?
Yeah. This
Oh, no, wait. We got to end on a light note. So a guy walked into a bar, right?
No, let's not do that. She's an artist. You want to promote your music? Get your shit out there. Promote your music.
My name is
Instagram, Twitter.
I don't know. The government might be watching. I expose a lot of conspiracy theories today.
Who is Rebaby?
Yeah, my name is Rebaby.
What else? You got clothes.
You can find all my music on Apple Music, Spotify. Rebaby, REE baby, huh?
Does art.
REE baby, huh?
Does the shirts, clothes, everything. Got anything else? A-Lee forgot it. Oh yeah, Money. Shout out to Money, dog. Him and A-Lee back beefing, dog.
Money, I was holding it
That's why he ain't
down.
come today,
on,
bro.
bruh.
We were supposed to box today. He ain't want to come.
That's crazy. I ain't even know they had
Yeah,
a
bro.
boxing match.
Spooked him.
I've been trying to set it up though, bro. You feel me? I've been trying to go on a
I feel
tour.
like
Me
he's
and
not here
A-Lee
to defend
go on a
himself.
tour. You feel me? A boxing tour. We start out with Money and we just move across the line, bro. That's how
Even
we
if
gonna
he
work
was here, he couldn't defend
Don King
himself.
is bitch.
These are bars right here.
You're not gonna do my boy like that.
These are bars
Get your
right
shit
here.
off, bro. Fuck that. He ain't you
For
right.
real.
He ain't here. Get your shit
These
off.
are bars. Like, he don't want no smoke. He know.
But yeah,
Y'all
man.
catch us on the next part. Me and Money gonna throw hands finally.
Oh man, that's what's up.
Yeah, we're gonna do it on camera.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, dog. Yeah, it's Good Drugs. What else? Y'all niggas stay up, be safe, stay dangerous.
Super dangerous.